What's up guys, and in today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to instantly improve your Fortnite creative maps, and these are just going to be a few simple ways on how to do this. It's not going to be anything complicated and you can easily implement this into any of your maps. I'm going to show you 6 tips in this video, so anyway let's just get straight into the video. Alright guys, for the first tip I'm going to say put down a changing booth. You're going to want to do this because otherwise some players, they might have chosen the wrong skin or the wrong pickaxe or something, so when they load into your map, if you don't have a changing booth down, they won't be able to change their skin or pickaxe or backbling or anything like that. So they might have to leave your map, and by doing so, you don't get as much players on your map, and they might not even come back to your map because of this. So just make sure you have a changing booth down, because it can really help the retention on your maps when players want to change their skin or pickaxe or backbling or emotes or whatever. Right, so next I'm going to say you can implement XP into your maps. So I've come up with 2 ways of doing it, but you can obviously implement XP however you want in your maps. So I've done eliminations and I've done opening chests. So if you want to do XP for eliminations, place down an elimination manager and put on elimination send event to the accolade device to award. So on the accolade device, for the settings, I've just put elimination XP. The XP awards are very small, but you can put it to wherever you want. But if you're getting lots of eliminations, I recommend you put it to very small. Splash size, I put it to large, and I put the icon to danger, so it looks like an elimination. And make sure you put triggering player only to on. And in the functions tab, you should have award from sim from the elimination manager on elimination. So when the elimination manager tracks if they got an elimination, and when they get elimination, it's gonna give them XP. Now for opening chests, if you place down a tracker, you can use any of these stat to track. So you can do chests open, llamas opened, players revived, race checkpoints, fish fished, weapon fished, props destroyed, shield potions, distance travelled, and anything like that. But for me, I've done chests opened, and I put the target value to 1, so every time they open a chest, it's going to give them XP. And when the target is reached, do nothing, so this will keep repeating and the tracker won't complete, and put show on HUD to no. So then when complete, it sends an event to the accolade device. For this one I put open chests and for it to award. If you want to rename the accolades, or any device really, you go up to the top and press this button here. For me it's LT, and then you can rename it like that. And for the settings I put chest opened, XP award very small again, and the splash size to large. The icon I put chest this time, and triggering player only to on. And again it's awarded when received from the tracker when complete. So that's a quick tutorial on how to do XP, but obviously you can put XP in your map wherever you want. But it really helps out, because if your map doesn't have XP, most people aren't probably going to play it, because otherwise they're not going to level up their battle pass. And I'd rather play a map that I get XP on than a map I don't. Alright, next is you can add more weapons into your map. It's never a bad thing to add more weapons into your map. There's always more choice for players to choose their loadout. I'd rather play a map with more weapons on it. I normally play a map that has all the weapons in the game, rather than doesn't have every weapon in the game, and I can't choose whatever I want. So the players more variety on what they want to play with in your map. Next at number 4, we've got name your POIs. As you can see on my map, it says subscribe. And it says it on the minimap as well. So if you want to do that, place down a map indicator device, and the only settings you really need to change is the icon. You can put an icon if you want, any of these icons here, but I haven't. And the text, you can also change the text color and the icon color. I've just left it white, and there you go. It's really as simple as that. This helps players navigate around your map, because they may not know where they're going, and if they see on your map, oh, this is the weapon area or this is the fighting area, then they'll know where to go. Next we've got the weapon mod bench. If you guys have chapter 5 weapons in your map, you're definitely going to want a weapon mod bench. If you don't have chapter 5 weapons, you don't really need it, but for chapter 5 weapons you can have attachments, and you can't change those attachments unless you have a weapon mod bench. So for the settings, if you leave it to mod cost don't override, it will use the battle royale amount of gold, but for me I put it to 0, because then it's free to change your mods. I'd recommend that on like a free-for-all map or anything like that. But if you're doing like a battle royale map and you get gold, then put it on an amount of gold, or put it on don't override if you want the amount to be the same as in battle royale. It's the only way players can mod their weapons, so I definitely recommend doing this if you have chapter 5 weapons. Next we've got the Matchmaking Portal. If you guys want to advertise your other maps within a map, you're definitely going to want to place down a matchmaking portal, because this can send players over to your other maps. The only setting you really need to change is the island code, and you just get that code if you go to your creator portal and find the island code for another map and just put it in there, and then in the game people will be able to matchmake into that game if they go press the button on the matchmaking portal. Right, so next we've got decals. If your map's kind of confusing, or even if it isn't, and you just want to navigate players around your map, decals is definitely useful. You can put it as a spray or metallic. I put it as a spray here, and the decal you can have A, B, C, D, and you can have arrows, and you can even have an X. It's really whatever you want, but I've just put an arrow here, and you can change the colour of it as well, but I've just left mine as white. So this is definitely just helps players navigate around their map a lot easier. Alright, so the second to last one, we've got music. This is really easy, just place down a radio, and you can change any of these right here, and you can enable when you want the music to play, if you want it to do in the round end, when the gameplay, even in the game end. And you can change the audio distance. For me I put 5 meters for this tutorial, but obviously you're going to want that a bit bigger than that. It just really helps the atmosphere of the map. It can get boring if you don't hear anything. I recommend putting this in the spawn area. You may not want it around your whole map because that might get a bit annoying, but definitely place it in your spawn area. Alright guys, finally for the last tip, make sure to check out this video on screen now where I show you how to save your loadout and also load your loadout in Fortnite Creative. This means players don't have to keep picking up their weapons they want every time they join your map or every time the round finishes. This is just a really good quality of life change to implement into your maps. Thanks for watching the video guys, peace.